Hi guys, William Morris here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Mosaic Leads from Heavyocity. So the library is made for both the full and player versions of Kontakt 6.6.1 or higher, and it's also NKS compatible. The install size is just under 2.5 gigabytes, so it is on the lighter side. And the library is currently on an intro sale price of $99, and there's a further 20% discount for owners of other Mosaic libraries. So this is now the third library I've reviewed in the Mosaic series, the other two being Mosaic Tape and also Mosaic Plucks. And as they all share pretty much the same UI design, I'll just briefly show what's going on. The whole library is contained within one patch, which you see here. So to browse the presets, you're going to want to use the snapshots menu. So we have a few categories. We have all these different Arp sounds. The ones with STR at the end are straight measure, and the ones with TRP at the end are triplet measure. There is the Mosaic Leads initial patch, which is the one we've got loaded. That's actually just all these playable sounds anyway. So this one's our main bank, and as you can see, there's quite a few different presets to get you started. And the final category is the Rhythmic one. And again, we have straight measures and also triplet. Much like the other Mosaic libraries, all the patches are pretty much divided into three different layers. So you have these individual channel controls 1, 2, and 3. And also you can jump into any of the sounds, or any of the layers, sorry, and browse the rest of the library. So we've got a few categories. We've got beauty, beast, noises, and attack. So you can literally just go through and select any sound you want. You can also preview them, which is a nice way of browsing it. And right here at the bottom, you can basically just change any of the key mapping. So say, for example, you wanted all of your first layers or channel 1 layers, maybe in the left-hand register. You could have channel 2 in the middle and channel 3 at the top if you wanted to. So let's just go back to the main mix page. And here you can see you have this one big control which is mapped to your mod wheel. And that basically controls these 6 different macros. In the control section, we have our ADSR for each channel. We also have this options page, which is the same one as you've just seen from the browsing menu. There's also this art page so that you can set individual arpeggiator patterns per layer. So you can see this preset has already got something programmed for channels 2 and 3. The macro sequencer here just allows you to sort of program automation for all these mini macros. So if I turn it on and I play a key, you can see it's kind of following this sequence here. And finally, we just have a few master effects, and these apply to the final output of the 3 layers, so not individual. Okay, so that's the UI. Let's jump into some sounds. We're just in the regular Playable Leads category at the minute, and I probably will be using the mod wheel for these. As for most of them, it sort of is used as a bit of a dynamics control. I've had a little playthrough of this library already, and it's got a real kind of, I'd say almost like sci-fi sort of vibe. Definitely a blend of kind of older and newer sort of sound sources. Okay, let's try a few more of these. I'll show you the list each time just so you can get an idea of what's available. Let's just pick something at random. Not as keen on that one. Let's try something else. Just go from the top. So yeah, almost kind of a little psychedelic sort of thing going on with that one. It's cool, you can hear this little kind of almost radio staticky things getting introduced when you sort of sustain a note. Yeah, definitely got a kind of classic sort of house music feel, that one. This one sounds kind of nice in that lower dynamic. Playing a lot of these in that sort of upper mid register just because if it's a lead sound I kind of think that it's going to be maybe in that sort of zone. But they're all mapped, you know, pretty low. So usable, you know, for other things. Let's try a few more. Oh, I've already done that one, haven't we? Yeah, I like that one. So there's a kind of range. There's some that are definitely more subtle and there's some that are kind of, you know, more aggressive cut through sort of leads. It's nice, a bit more attack. Yeah, they definitely got a certain vibe to them. I'd say giving off a bit that kind of sci-fi thing. There's some real kind of retro sounding stuff and a bit more modern kind of influence as well. Let's just do one more of these and then I'll show you the other categories. So yeah, we're still in playable and I normally just pick stuff with the most interesting name. Let's try this one, Play the Undercity. Yeah, some nice stuff in there. There's definitely a few that I'm not too keen on. They do have quite a specific vibe, so yeah, I mean, if you're not kind of gelling with that overall, then this might not be the one for you. But the nice thing about all these Heavyocity UIs is they give you such a simple and kind of easy way to mix things up. So say, for example, I was just on, I don't know, this one seems to be the default patch, so let's play with this one. That's a pretty cool one as well. So solo one of the layers. So listen to this one. It's a subtler one. Let's replace that with something else. Try one of these attack ones. Just going to preview them. That's kind of cool. They'll give you, yeah, just a bit more attack on a lot of these sounds because they're kind of slower. Gonna go with that one. have to turn it up a bit. I think that middle layer is pretty dominant. I have to go even more with this one. It's kind of cool with the mod wheel down like this. So yeah, just an example. I mean, there's tons of scope to change these up, and it's nice and easy to do. Alrighty, so that's all your main playable lead stuff, but there's some nice Arps and Rhythmic things as well. Let's just jump into these. As you can see, this one's mapped in a couple of places. So that's nice. With the mod wheel, you can kind of, as it turns up, it gets sort of less rhythmic. It's nice, that one. Let's do some more. See if we can find a triplet one. So with this one, I'll just show you how the art pattern kind of thing's working in the background. So yeah, just to show you that if you're not happy with the pattern, you can change anything within any of the layers. Let's do a few more of these. So for these as well, the macro sequencer is usually engaged for these, so you can kind of see it working away. And of course you can turn it off altogether, or you're free to kind of change up the sequence as you see fit. I'll just do a quick cycle through some of these. That's nice, I like that. So yeah, there's a few kind of nice ones in there. I think they'd, it sounds like they'd fit pretty well with the rest of the material, like the leads and stuff. I'm guessing some of these maybe share some of the same sound sources as well. Again, it's quite a sort of specific sort of vibe, rather than being kind of general lead sounds for like all genres or anything like that. All right, so that's some of the Arps. Let's do the final category, some of the rhythmic stuff. So these are basically pre-programmed rhythms. So you have a mix of straight and triplet measures again. These ones aren't programmed in the Arp, but you can obviously turn this on if you want to and program some actual patterns in. I think these kind of serve more as like a rhythmic bed sort of thing. They tend to be in like a, 8th or 16th kind of thing. So they just kind of pulse away in the background. They're also programmed with the mod wheel in mind. So we've got some subtle kind of filtering and drive, and that space one is just like a kind of reverb bump on it. Let's do a few more. So yeah, useful kind of pedals that can sit in the background. Let's try this one just in case it's about the Terminator. Nah, not getting any Terminator vibes from that one, so let's just try one more. So yeah, that's probably going to wrap up a tour of a few of the presets. There's obviously way more you can do in terms of combinations of sounds and the different layers and everything like that. But hopefully this gives you guys kind of just an overview and a feel for what the library could be used for. I do find with a lot of libraries like this that the patches are kind of designed almost to be a sort of hero sound. You know, because they've got quite a lot going on. There's 3 layers to all of them, and they've got this kind of macro thing with effects all going around in the background. So I'd say this is mainly a collection of analog synth leads that sort of are geared towards cinematic kind of scoring. So if you think that kind of thing would be worth having in template, this is probably a good library to check out. I'd say there's a handful of really nice presets in there, and as with a lot of Heavyocity stuff, there's some really good scope to kind of mangle it into your own needs as well. Anyway guys, that's going to wrap it up from me. Hope you've enjoyed this look at the library. I do have quite a few other review videos coming up, and I'm also looking to sort of branch out some of the content I do for this channel. There's actually a poll up on the community page, basically just asking what you would like to maybe see on the channel. So if you have a minute to drop a vote on there, that would really help me out with kind of the direction that I can go in. But anyway, hope you found this one useful. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. If not, I'll see you again on the next one.